Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Zooming in on the topic of narcissist mind control tactics and evading responsibility, essentially evading reality. The narcissist will participate in a whole host of what Freud would call defense mechanisms. Defense mechanisms are a way for a person who is suffering a personality disorder, such as a narcissist. It's a way for them to deal with painful emotions that they are handling and have stuffed down basically subconsciously. And it's a way for them to basically not see their own part in the evolution of things. They are able to duck out of really knowing their proper place, their proper talents, their proper really true talents within a situation. If someone is not responsible, they don't have to come to terms with their competence, their talents. They can just basically allow someone else to do it, put the blame on someone else, and essentially be completely irresponsible. The covert narcissist will definitely partake in this sort of defense mechanism, such as lacking responsibility. They oftentimes feel that their accomplishments are greater than what they are in reality. So they will have an inflated sense of themselves, an inflated sense of their superiority, and really tout this and not give others the full credit where credit is due, and instead kind of squash them so that they are really seen as less than, and then lifting the narcissist up. So lack of responsibility is a defense mechanism where they do not have this sort of compassion or empathy towards another. So again, this is kind of a manifestation or how it plays out. So if you experience this in your relationships where your partner, your child, whoever it is we're referring to right now and who we're thinking about, if they are just not taking responsibility for themselves, this is a narcissistic projection. So that they can, remain intact, they can feel puffed up in their ego, and then they don't have to really deal with their responsibility, their accountability in the situation. So, oftentimes, can you call them out on this and say you should be responsible? Oftentimes the narcissist will not agree with you. They will not acknowledge this. They will not get you because of that lack of empathy. They're not able to really get or understand where you're coming from. They're not able to process it. Again, relating to that physiological deficit that they have in the mind and in their thought process. So they're really not able to make that connection. So even if you make efforts to try to get them to own up, to be responsible, to grow up, to mature, to come on, what's happening in our relationship here? You can make all the efforts. However, it's going to be met with a lot of resistance, and oftentimes it's an exercise in futility because they're not able to take responsibility. They're not able to see their part in it. They have too much of a position of superiority that it's perhaps beneath them, and then so they just shrug it off and, basically is either accept it or let it go. So please look out for this sort of experience in your relationships. Identify it for what it is, and don't be afraid to accept that, knowing that to be the case, and definitely protect yourself for any sort of impact that it has on you, and realize you do deserve to have respect, love, attention, and a responsible, accountable partner. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.